What up, what up, what up? This is Star with Starzempresswisdom. What's good? Today I'm going to be doing a weekly twin flame reading. This is for divine masculines and divine feminines. If you are on the twin flame journey or you're interested, you're in the right place. Welcome to my channel. What's good? If you are new, if you are returning, love you lots. So it's going to be for twin flames in the next 7 days. So let's get into it. What does the divine masculine need to focus on? Or actually, I'm going to switch cards. Alright, so what is divine masculine's focus for this next 7 days? Freedom. Ooh, freedom so that you can ascend. So the divine masculine's focus is realizing in love you need freedom. Okay? And because of that realization, I feel like the divine masculine will be ascending. Okay? So it says, follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. So in love, we have to allow people freedom. Okay, that's part of having a healthy relationship. Not that I'm an expert or anything, but what I'm getting is that you need freedom in dealing with romantic relationships, just relationships in general. You should be able to give the other person freedom. The other person should be allowed to give, or should be able to give you freedom, vice versa, without there being an offense, without anyone feeling like the love is gone if you're taking time away or freeing yourself from a situation for a period of time or something like that. So, but let's get some clarity. So what is freedom pertaining to for the divine masculine? Actually, I'm a little all over the place, but divine masculine, freedom. Alright, so hold space. Exactly. So the divine masculine is, hold on a second, and look what card this is. Love and let yourself be loved. Alright, so hold space. The divine masculine is needing to be aware that, like I said, in love, you need to be allowed to be free. He's allowed to be free. I'm going to say he for the divine masculine, she for the divine feminine. It is what it is. Take it all resonates. You can flip the roles if you need to. But holding space. Just because you take a break from someone or a relationship to focus on yourself, to nurture, to heal yourself, to develop yourself, to build whatever, or because you're tired, I feel like the divine masculine needs to know it's okay to hold space, to know that you're not taking away love just because you're distancing yourself for a moment of time, or feeling guilty, or feeling guilty for following your heart. So the divine masculines may have felt guilty in the past for following their heart, and nurturing their souls themselves. So, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I feel like the divine masculines may have done a lot of what others have wanted and things like that, but weren't allowed to nurture themselves because maybe they felt restricted. That's why the divine masculine needs to understand it's okay to be free and loved at the same time. Okay? That's why this card is here. Love and let yourself be loved. Let it be reciprocated, through the heart space. If you have to take a break from someone, from this divine connection, from anyone or any relationship, the divine masculine needs to understand that it's okay to be free. That's how you can ascend to higher levels of consciousness. I don't know if you saw it, but this is ascension. That was the other card. So as soon as the divine masculine realizes that he is, freedom doesn't mean he can't love people or stuff like that. Hold that space. You can hold that love in your heart for someone without them being physically present or stuff like that. Okay? I hope y'all got that here. Let's get some clarity, though. Freedom. Alright, feeling abandoned. So some of the divine masculines could have abandonment issues, or someone, the divine feminine could feel abandoned from, but I'm getting that the divine masculine has felt abandoned in the past, so he could have been impulsive, and or there could have been someone in and out of their lives, or someone feels like they abandoned them. That's in their life. It could be a family friend, yeah, but they could be just focused on work, or this could be the divine feminine that he feels abandoned by by the connection, and that could be creating some tension or something like that. But the divine masculine needs to know that he is free to roam and do as he pleases with holding the space, holding that space, holding that love. It's okay, but and understanding that you're not abandoning anyone. Who you would be abandoning is yourself, to continue to lack because you're not nurturing your soul and following your heart, divine masculine. So yeah, some of the divine masculines may be afraid to take this risk towards the divine feminine or whatever, but it's just because maybe they are feeling concerned about leaving people behind, concerned about what it is to love. Love is not just because you fly somewhere away from your partner, that does not mean you no longer love them, So I think it's coming to the realization of that for the divine masculine, to realize, there's emotional fulfillment here, but you got to move from a place of lack, feeling like, I'm abandoning people by my moving forward in my life, or it's a problem if I'm free. It's a problem if I follow my heart and my soul and become free, then people will say I abandoned them. Okay? But guess what, divine masculine? You're allowed to hold that space. That connection is there between you and whoever. It could be family, friends. But, so that is the divine masculine for this week. I'm going to get into the recent past and stuff like that, but this is just the beginning. So for the divine feminine, what is the divine feminine's focus for the next 7 days in love? Reflection and courage. Okay? So the divine feminines are going to need to reflect as well as being courageous. Okay? See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. So that's cute. I feel like the divine feminines here in the next 7 days are going to be reflecting on the same exact thing. Freedom and love, and understanding that it's okay. You need the strength and courage to understand that it's okay for the divine masculine to free himself up from you or your energy and do what he got to do, grow, heal, all that stuff on his own, without the love being gone. So I feel like maybe something that the divine masculine is going through is a reflection, is going to be, something that the divine feminine is going to be able to see that has been affecting her own life. Okay? So the divine feminine may have had issues with her, life, as far as feeling like if I'm not up someone's butt, then that means I don't love them. Or if I take care of myself, that means I don't love people. Or if I nurture my soul and go after my passions and dreams and desires, that's leaving other people out in the cold, and I shouldn't do that. That's not a good thing. That's unhealthy. Freedom. You can still love and nurture yourself, nurture your soul, and go after your own endeavors and dreams and goals without it affecting the love that you have with someone. Okay? Unless you personally allow it to affect it. But I feel like the divine feminines here are definitely reflecting on how they mirror each other. Hell, they probably like, damn, I realized that I've not allowed myself to grow because of love too. Because I felt like if I exceeded or excelled in life, that meant I didn't love people. So I feel like the divine feminines are reflecting on how the divine masculine is the same way, and has been the same way, and has been afraid to move forward in life sometimes because of feelings of lack, because of feeling like you're leaving people on the cold, possibly because you too have been abandoned before. So that issue is just, present. That spirit of abandonment, makes both of you feel like you can't really go after what you truly want because you might affect others. You might not be showing love. That's not showing love by not loving yourself first. So reflection for the divine feminine. I feel all preachy. Reflection for the divine feminine. Reflection. Ooh. All right. That's what I thought. Okay. So shed old skin. The snake. Some of you guys, the snake could be someone deceptive around, okay? The divine feminine. So, yeah, some of you guys may need to release a person who may be a snake. And, but also, I feel like you the divine feminines are needing to reflect on how the divine masculine mirrors her. If he's allowed himself to be stunted because of, this feeling of lack, then so has she. So the divine feminine is reflecting and releasing this week. Releasing, shedding old skin that no longer serves her, as far as like feeling like like I said, feeling like the divine masculine don't love her if he ain't texting every 2 seconds, hitting her up, calling her, all on her back and stuff. Like, that doesn't mean he doesn't love you, divine feminine. And I feel like you're noticing that through an issue that the divine masculine is having, that you may have been too controlling, or divine feminine, or you may have felt like, oh, he leaving me out in the cold because he ain't hitting me up all the time. So I feel like the divine feminines could definitely be noticing or have like an epiphany or something, or a eye-opening moment to realize like, hey, why do I feel like the divine masculine has to constantly reaffirm his love for me if it's unconditional? If this is my divine masculine, what am I afraid to lose? You can't lose that, okay? So, let's get into the recent past for the divine masculine. Okay, I'll take these. So, the divine masculine could have definitely been feeling stuck, trapped in fear in this situation. There could have been someone who recently returned. Could it be somebody that they're divorced from? Could be somebody that, is cold towards them, tactless, or, could be an ex, whatever. But I feel like this person rushed in and no longer wanted to wait and may have needed to communicate something. Or, and so somebody here may have had to make a decision about a return. I feel like it could be family, friends, or ex that return to the divine masculine's life, who brings the divine masculine fear, who may be cold and tactless, and may have left the divine masculine waiting, So I feel like this person may have wanted to return, or has returned in the recent past. Well, let's see. It may have caused some conflict, and the divine masculine may have been afraid to cut this person off, possibly. I feel like he could have just been like, and just waiting, or kept the divine feminine waiting because of this person. I feel like for some of you guys, yeah. The divine masculine, to clarify, the Eight of Swords, stand your ground. So the divine masculine may have been afraid to stand his ground against somebody. Could be a Leo, Aries, Sag. Maybe because, there could have been some betrayal with this person. Could have been an ex, family, friends. Someone who could have been, I felt like the divine masculine could have been emotionally unavailable because he was afraid, because he wasn't standing his ground about something. Maybe about the connection between him and the divine feminine. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Okay, so it could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That came rushing back in. Or it could be that the divine masculine was acting a little immature in the past, or cold in the past, and withdrawn and emotionally unavailable, because he may have had an epiphany himself in the recent past, had some new thoughts, or somebody had some new thoughts about the divine masculine and wanted to return back into their life. to build something stable with them. Or like I said, this could be the divine masculine gaining some clarity, maturing, and gaining some new insight into the connection to be able to build a firm foundation. Yeah. The Three of Wands. So the divine masculine could be air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Or like I said, it could be someone who came back around, ex. Yeah. Or this is, like I said, it could either be the divine masculine may have been talking crazy. Yeah. Could have been expressing reckless communication because of something here. Maybe he wasn't standing his ground and needed to. So I feel like there was a aha moment here in the recent past through communication, and this communication was a good decision. So maybe the divine masculine reached out to the divine feminine to clarify something going on between the two of them. Okay, so like I said, divine masculine could have reached out after he discovered something, or there could have been some type of clarification, like I said, after he may have been trapped in fear about standing up about something. The Three of Wands again. What'd I say? Left his twin flame waiting. Left his twin flame sitting and waiting. Okay? Because somebody returned. But I feel like, even, with that being said, or, okay, for some of you guys, after there was some clarity, because the divine masculine may not have been standing his ground about something or someone, and I feel like you guys may have communicated with each other, or they started thinking more positively after having you sit and wait and shit. I feel like they returned in the recent past, or opening up emotionally to you and realizing you are their soulmate, and they want to take this new beginning, this leap of faith with you. And Spirit is saying that, guess what? It is a positive outcome for them. And I feel like they know it. They just may have needed some clarity because maybe they weren't standing up for themselves. Could have been, like I said, family or with friends, or about this connection. So, everybody's going to be different. Alright, so let's see what was going on in the recent past between the for the divine feminine. Oops. Okay. So somebody here, exactly, yeah. The divine feminine could have definitely felt like the divine masculine was being emotionally unavailable, okay, or emotionally immature. Could have been regarding a parent. It could be that the divine masculine is a parent, okay. Could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Divine masculine could be Aries, Taurus, or have that in their chart. But anywho, so I feel like in the past, the divine masculine too could have been emotionally immature or emotionally unavailable to the divine feminine, only offering a small bit emotionally. Okay, let's see. Some of you guys, it could have been related to a parental figure, so it could be the divine masculine's parent. Some authority figure, maybe that's who they were afraid to stand up to, and that's why they were only able to offer a little bit emotionally. For the divine feminine. But I definitely see that the divine feminine was like, what the hell? Okay, so there, y'all could have had some options because you were like, why is the divine, because the divine masculine was only opening up a little bit. Yes, honey. Okay, so I feel like the divine feminine, like I was saying, may have had other options. And that could have been creating some confusion for her, because the divine masculine was only offering a small bit emotionally, but she probably knew that's my divine masculine. But look, I want things to be balanced. I want things to be fair. I want things to be equal. So I feel like because it was only a small bit of emotions, could have been no contact. It could have been a little bit here and a little bit there, expressing emotionally. But I feel like that caused some confusion within the divine feminine, and she probably was like, "Look, I got options, boo. Am I going to wait for this to be balanced, or am I going to explore my options? Okay. That's for some of y'all, but, it could have just been, for some of you guys, you had a lot of, it was just confusion. Yeah, so I feel like the Divine Feminine here started focusing on herself, focusing on her own stability, her own finances, her own mental, physical, spiritual well-being. Yeah, could have been regarding business, fortune. I feel like because the Divine Feminine decided to focus on her own pentacles, her own self, that changed her fortune, okay, for the positive. And even regardless of these options and this confusion, okay? So some of you Divine Feminines may have also been emotionally immature in the past and may have had a lot of options, and now is single, stable, and more independent and more mature. So I definitely feel like the Divine Feminine is changing, and is abundant, and it could be financially, physically, in a lot of ways. But I feel like it was because she put in the work towards herself, regardless of the options, regardless of the illusions with with her Divine Masculine, regardless of what he had going on. He had his back turned towards her. Because if you could see it, these two have their backs turned towards each other. Well, now it looks like that, but it was like this, okay? So this, I feel like, is the Divine Feminine, abundant, working on herself, creating material wealth for herself. And this could have been the Divine Masculine, only offering a small bit. Or this could both be the Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine, like I was saying. You could have went from being emotionally immature and cut off, emotionally immature, emotionally unstable, or emotionally unavailable yourself, Divine Feminine, but you decided to move past the illusions and focus on your own abundance. All right, so that's a good thing, because your fortune is changing now. Now you're creating a fortune for yourself. And also, whatever karmic contract or karmic whatever you had to, go through, that is closing up. Your karma is changing. Things are changing for the Divine Feminine. But there may be competition. There may be fighting. Yeah, because somebody here, I feel like the Divine Feminine knows that she has a lot of love for the Divine Masculine, but there's still some conflict here. There's still some people possibly fighting for their attention, causing drama, whatever, which could have caused the Divine Masculine to be emotionally immature, emotionally unavailable, or emotionally neglecting, meaning not caring about other people's feelings and being closed off. Okay. Yeah, but I felt like he wanted to invest with you, though, Divine Feminine, but it's just, he probably was focused on the investments he made in the past and how those didn't turn out well, so he was being closed off towards you. But let's see what's going on in the next 7 days between this Divine Masculine and Feminine. What's going on in the next 7 days? A reunion. All right. Somebody is waiting. Somebody here could be waiting for either one of you guys to return to them. Yeah, because somebody may not want to let go. So this could be a third person, or this could be the Divine Masculine, is what I'm feeling. Maybe waiting to see if the Divine Feminine will let him return. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Maybe a tower here in the next 7 days. Could be with the Scorpio or a Leo, Aries, Sag. Someone is being divinely guided to create this tower. The heavens had to come through and tear some stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because, like I said, a soulmate may have returned. Could be a family member, friend, whoever, ex. Somebody returned and was causing fear and causing the Divine Masculine to feel like he could not open up towards this connection. So it could be an ex, like I said. It could be somebody, But, yeah, I feel like now he may be waiting for you to return. Maybe return to call or return to the situation. Because, look, there's a tower here. But I feel like this tower was created for something in the next 7 days. Oh, look at this. Conflict, competition. This is a mess. Backstabbing. Damn. Okay, so in the next 7 days, here, but this is an ending though. I'm sorry, I can't even hold this, y'all. Okay, so this is an ending to this. Okay, this tower was being created, or is gonna be happening in the next 7 days between you two, or with one of you guys, in order to end this, in the betrayal, in the competition, in the conflict, in the ego shit, in all the mental fuckery. All of that is deaded now and ending because of this tower here. But let's see what else in the next 7 days for this divine masculine and feminine. And here we have wish fulfillment, prayers answered. Yep, once fear is released. After this tower happens, once all this conflict, competition, drama, whatever, could be with an ex, could be with mama, could be with daddy, could be with cousin Roy. Whoever it is that was in your head, that was causing the divine masculine to be in his head, or both of you. You know, I feel like you guys had to reflect and learn how to be free from people that no longer serve us, or be free from the mental fuckery, or be free from people that cause chaos and destruction and competition and conflict in your life. People that distract you from your prayers being answered. People that distract you from true love. Okay? So the divine had to step in to create this tower, only so that you guys could have wish fulfillment in the end, in the next 7 days. So that's beautiful. Okay, let's get some clarity though. The 6 of Cups. Yeah. So a Scorpio could be involved. That could be in your either one of your charts, or one of you guys could be a Scorpio. But okay, so some of you guys, it could have been a Scorpio that returned, and some of you guys may have needed to cleanse from this, or like let this person go. Or some of you guys may have had to meditate about a situation regarding a Scorpio, and it was a great idea for you to sit back and think about this situation. Yeah. Some of you guys could have been waiting to take action about a Scorpio or surrounding a Scorpio. But I feel like you guys, the divine masculine may have needed to cleanse or release and meditate on a situation, meditate on someone returning back to their lives in the next 7 days. The Tower. All right, so there could be a tower with the earth sign, or Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, somebody could be like on social media or something like that. Or it could just be that there is some chaotic, there could be like an argument or something like that, caused by an earth sign, caused by a Scorpio, caused by a Leo, Aries, Sag. Could be like on the phone or on social media, whatever. Yeah, because somebody's moving ahead positively. So in order for you two to move ahead positively, this tower had to be created here by the divine. Okay, so that instead of whoever resting and just continuously meditating on childhood, or somebody needs to realize something about their childhood, someone needed to meditate on that. It could be you, divine feminine, or the divine masculine, but both of you may have needed to meditate on your childhood for some of you guys. But there's going to be a tower here. Could be with the earth sign, could be through social media, could be through the phone, text, whatever. But it's only so that you guys can move forward. Yeah, because you guys were confused. All right, 9 of Cups in the next 7 days between the divine masculine and feminine. 9 of Cups. Again, fast communication. So there could be some communication that's wish fulfillment. All right. Okay. Some of you guys, it is wish fulfillment, but I feel like somebody who may be a little selfish and self-indulgent, and could be somebody arrogant, may communicate with you, rush towards you. Could be a Capricorn shit. Could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or a Leo, Aries, Sag. May reach out to either you or the divine masculine. But a soulmate is returning here. Could be someone with Aries in their chart. But Spirit is saying don't allow yourself to be victimized by this person, or by this past person. Either one of you guys. You guys need to choose the path that is fair and balanced for you. Yeah. So, yeah, somebody's going to be returning in the next 7 days, probably again. But it could be a childhood lover. It could be, so it could be like a childhood lover returning, a ex, a parent or parents, because this is like thinking about your childhood, you know, thinking about the past and stuff, sitting stuck, resting in that too long, okay? So because somebody's resting and meditating and confused too long, the divine is stepping in and clearing out the way, clearing out the way in order for this new to come in. Somebody's going to have wish fulfillment regarding something on social media. So maybe one of you guys have a business on social media, but there's going to be some wish fulfillment there for you guys too. But like I said, there is somebody here that may come in and help create this tower. Somebody who could have caused a lot of drama and conflict in the past. Could have been between you two, could have been just either one of you, but this tower is happening so that you guys could have your prayers answered, wish fulfillment. And like I said, some of you guys, it's regarding social media. All right, so let's get some advice for the divine masculines for this week to close it up. Divine masculine, relish in the change, okay? So change, relish in that. Today I allow excitement of change to fill my life. Some of the divine masculines may be afraid of change, and it's affecting their creativity, all right? So I feel like the divine masculine needs to be more optimistic about things changing in his life. And be more optimistic that even though people aren't liking him moving forward or whatever, he's becoming free, he's allowed to still hold that space for everybody, you know, for whoever. Hold that space there, but also embrace the change. Relish in it, you know, because I feel like the divine masculine is moving forward and good things are coming into his life or in his life, but you have to allow it. Allow it, okay? Yeah, accept things the way they are. Accept it, divine masculine. Today I accept that every person, place, and thing in my life is exactly as it's supposed to be. So if someone walked out, if someone got mad because you walked out, if you're not around the same people, divine masculine, this is exactly where you're supposed to be. It's exactly where the divine masculine is supposed to be in order for his soul to grow and in order for him to follow his heart and nurture his soul and learn that freedom is nurturing for the soul as well. For the divine feminine, sorry y'all, I'm getting over a little cold. 42, renew. Today I go with the ebb and flow of my creative process, okay? So 42, 4 and 2 is 6, balance. I feel like the divine feminine may need to go around water, meditate, balance herself. And focus on her creativity. Become balanced so that the creativity flows more. Both of y'all need y'all, you know, may be creative as hell or something like that. And both of you guys may be stunted because I feel like the divine feminine may have been emotionally, or may right now be emotionally a little off because this tower may cause some emotional instability, but don't allow it to. Focus on yourself. Focus on your creativity. Peace. Be at peace. You know, be tranquil, because this blue is here. But also, this is the throat chakra. Speak up if you need to. Speak up for yourself. Some of you guys, divine feminines, may have a creative endeavor that involves communication. So yeah, for some of you guys, if you are focused on your creative endeavors, if you're not getting a lot of likes right today, and you're like, or you're not getting enough sales today, or you're not getting enough, something is not moving fast enough in your towards your endeavor, divine feminine, today, chill, don't trip. Today you go with the ebb and flow of the creative process, okay? Go with the flow. All right. So let's see the energy between the two of you guys in the next 7 days. Energy between the two in the next 7 days. All right. Again, you guys are both maybe struggling through abandonment issues here. Someone could feel abandoned here. It could, or left out in the cold. It could be the divine feminine may feel left out in the cold for some of you guys. Or the divine masculine, or it could be a mother. So a mother could feel left out in the cold. Baby mother could feel left out in the cold. So both of you guys could have had to walk away from people or leave people out in the cold in order to become abundant. Okay? So that's what I'm getting here, is that a lot of you guys may have to reject an offer that you know doesn't serve you. And I feel like that may be leaving someone out in the cold. Both of you might have to leave somebody out in the cold in your life, or people out in the cold in your life, because the divine masculine needs to be free, and the divine feminine needs to shed skin. So in order to be free, you have to shed old skin, old people, old places, old mucky muck bullshit that no longer serves you, right? So both of you guys may feel left out in the cold by people, or you people may be saying you left them out in the cold. But I feel like you guys need to, divine masculines, allow this change, okay? Allow things to change in your life and accept it and be okay with it. And divine feminine, ride the wave. Allow things to happen, naturally and flow. You don't need to force anything. You don't need to feel lack any longer. Either one of you guys both need to heal this lack, this abandonment energy here. Okay, it could be you were abandoned, so every time you are in a relationship, you feel like you have to be loyal to people. You can never leave the situation because you don't want to leave them out in the cold like you felt left out in the cold at some point in your life. So I feel like both of you guys may be struggling with that. But let's see what the outcome will be, though, of the outcome energy. Oh. What will be the outcome energy in the next 7 days? Bada bing. As soon as you guys surrender and allow the Most High, God, Creator, Source, to, angels to do their thing and surrender to this and allow people to deal with their own issues and keep moving forward, we go from feeling left out in the cold, this lack energy, this I don't got enough. I don't got enough money. I left Susie out in the cold. Susie left me. All of that is going to be healed after you surrender and turn into commitment, stability. Okay? A union. Could be marriage for some of you guys. Yeah. I love it. I love it, y'all. So I think that's great, I'm going to close this thing up and tell you guys I love you guys lots. Till next time.